It's June 3rd, 2015. I just want to do a Hillbilly Hoop House garden update. And I'm up here on a new part. This first year I've cultivated up here, but it's good drainage. It's what I put my potatoes. These are red Pontiacs. As you can see, I just tilled down through the rows and about 2 inches and loosen up some soil and then take a hard rake and rake it up. I found that's easier in a hoe and about the easiest way. But you could see they're pretty I used a string to lay them out. The rows look pretty good and uniform. They're hilled up real nice. And Gary from Rustic Garden, you're not going to believe this, but I have not touched anything in my garden. Neem oil, dust, nothing. But it's been cool. So it's warming up, and you know what that means. Game will be on. So red Pontiacs, some mortgage lifters. I haven't staked yet. I'm in for this first year I've ever raised indeterminates. I'm in for a treat. I picked 4 varieties, just different this year. They all were indeterminates. I'm in for a big surprise. Quit laughing, Gary. Here's a purple beauty peppers that I've got out here staked, half row potatoes. These are carrots that I need to weed more. As you can see right here, they're doing fairly well. I planted these with an earth waste spreader. My compost bin and red Pontiacs in there, you're not going to believe it. Just put compost in here when they've come up. You're not going to believe it. Matter of fact, my compost bin. You can see right here, I had one of my red Pontiac, the peelings that I threw out my compost bin. I dug into it tonight and I've got red potatoes on it. Shouldn't be a surprise. There's the blooms. So look in here. If you want red Pontiacs done right, you got an old garage door, cut one of the panels in half, take a 9x7, you got a heck of a potato box. These are the best potatoes I've ever had. You can see the leaves up close. Probably getting a little aphids or something, little white spots on them, something nibbling on them, but nothing as drastic would cause me to spray yet, but that's about over with the warm weather coming up. Big part of my garden, red and yellow bell peppers right here. I've got some broccoli all the way in the back. These are all radishes, and before you say it, yes, Gary, I know I should have thinned them out more. And I've got 3 rows of blue lakes, and they are beautiful. Guess what? I've got to weed this, but 3 long rows of carrots, and they're really doing good over here. Another real long, my God, row of indeterminate tomatoes. About 6 more. And I've got some Copenhagen and red acre cabbage. A big long row of that. Rabbit's got a couple of them. That's about all, because I've used these motion lights and they work great for deer and raccoons. Last year, as you can see, I've got about 9 rows of peaches and cream. Last year's first time that I never had any problem with deer and raccoon. And here's one of these fancier, and this is more expensive. It's solar powered, and it does not come on during the day. Now these cheaper ones work fine. It's all I had last year. One fell off over here. Hope it's still working. Yes, it is. You can see it just come on. But they're motion activated. You can see I put a plastic bag. They're supposed to be waterproof. Take 3 AAA batteries. I just set them right here, and they come on and stay for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. And then they go off unless they detect more motion. As you can see, there's a big soybean cornfield back in here. The tall grass is a dead deer that got hit on the road out in front of my house. But as you can see that motion light going off right there, you can see on the far end over my finger there on that far tree, a little white speck. I've got one there. And I've got one up here on the new part of the garden too. But again, look at this old bed frame a guy gave me. Look at these potatoes. Again, red Pontiacs is all I got in the ground. Look at these radishes. These are the first carrots that I planted. Had room for a couple more tomatoes. Look at these carrots. That's 7 rows. These are Algarve pole beans. Pretty good size. For a £1/4, I didn't have enough trellis. I've never roasted pole beans before. It's always been Romas or Blue Lakes, so I went with Algarves and Moonlight Runners over here. You see, you get this at Lowe's. It makes really good trellis. It's like cheap rebar for concrete reinforcement. Fairly inexpensive. Couple posts, you got a nice trellis. My lettuce, my God, is picture perfect. Butter crunch, and I've got iceberg. So there's the iceberg over here. It's not quite, it come in a little bit late. This butter crunch, oh my God, I've been eating it like crazy. And you do not have to harvest the whole plant. Google a video how to harvest butter crunch. I did not know that. Just go to the outside and it produces for 3 months. If you just get the outside bottom leaves, go around and it unflowers and it'll keep producing for you up to 3 months. Nice carrots here. I believe these are the first ones I put out. These were onions. They're now in my stomach and in my septic system. Here's tomatoes. You could see the difference when you put them in a raised bed in a good drainage. This soil is loaded with mushroom compost, but this is good soil. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 are Chef's Choice orange tomatoes, indeterminate. 3 are, I think, big beefs. Big beefs are mortgage lifters. You can see I've got green onions in here. Here I've got about 9 zucchinis, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and over here I have trellised cucumbers. They're straight 8s, and I have 4 small bush cucumbers planted in front of the trellis. And I've got an owl's flower pouch. Ooh, I lost one. But I've got 7 bell peppers here that I pruned early. It shouldn't get real long, and as you know, should stay pretty compact. And I've got purple, yellow, and red bell peppers in this owl's flower pouch. But you can see my straight 8s are blooming. We got potatoes blooming. Been eating lettuce for 2 weeks, so this early in the game, this is probably the best garden I've ever had. Thanks for watching.